All right, welcome to version 1.7.11 of the Notary eJournal by Jurat Inc. This is another release notes video to show you guys the latest feature that you guys will notice when scanning IDs. Hopefully you don't run into this often, but this is a feature to help you deter and detect fraud if you're scanning IDs. Now, of course, us as a notary, all we can do is take a look at that ID, make sure everything's accurate, up to date, valid, and then move forward if we decide to do so. What we do when we scan the front and the back is we match that data, and we have some new prompts here to show you any differences. So we'll highlight the differences and let you pick and choose between them if one might be just due to an error. But the point of this, or the whole goal, is to make sure you guys are aware of any discrepancies, and that way you might be able to detect fraud. Let me go ahead and add an identification, and I'm going to go ahead and just scan the front and the back. And I'm going to be scanning mismatching IDs on purpose. So there we go. We see this prompt here. Now, of course, this stuff is blurred so that we don't have any specific information being given to you guys in the video. But what we do is we pull up all of the things that did not match. Now, that way you could take a look at everything. In this case, it was two different IDs altogether, so they all don't match. Now, if you realize that this was maybe just due to an error, you wanted to select one or the other that was more accurate or more correct, you go ahead and just select that, and then you'll move forward. You have a prompt here that says, what does this mean? And we tell you, while scanning this identification, we discovered inconsistencies in the front and back data. This may be due to an error in processing the data, but you may also be scanning a fraudulent ID. We do recommend that you attempt a second scan before selecting which values to use. Now, we do like to point out that it is your responsibility as a notary to decide whether or not that a valid ID is being used and that you can move forward with assigning. It is not our job, and I don't want this tool to be misused or misrepresented for the actual use case of it, which is just to help you realize that there may be a difference between the ID's front and back information. And it could be due to, again, an error. Maybe the scanning didn't work well on the barcode, so it just pulled some random information. Or you may be, of course, encountering a fraudulent ID, which is very important to highlight and bring to your attention. So ideally, after you do it once and you catch this, you'll do it again. You'll hit rescan identification, see if you can catch any more differences. Now, I scanned the two same IDs, and of course, they were both still different. Then you can just hit OK and move forward. Now, this is the main new feature in 1.7.11, so make sure you do update to have the latest features and all of the new releases for the bug patches and the performance enhancements. Thanks, guys. Like always, we appreciate it.